morning, guys. Happy post full moon. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. So I'm gonna do the Virgo reading today and see what's going on with Virgos. So I have the small spells tarot deck and the Rider-Waite, like the small one. Thanks. So, I love this song. Alright, so some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius and might have had to sever ties with an Aries for this, but I also see that there's some also maybe detachment with the Emperor, with some of you might be in a twin flame situation where you're not feeling very connected to this Emperor type personality, or you kind of feel like they're like kind of far off in a distance. There's like distance there. There's also like distance with this like ability to feel like you're like in control of things, I think. Like just you don't feel very like empowered, but you also might feel like there is a lot of hope and like things to look forward to, but you're just not quite feeling them right now. Yeah, the sun is reversed here, so a lot of major arcana starting off here, but some of you guys might be feeling kind of oscillating between feeling hopeful and hopeless. Some of you might feel like the truth isn't there with the situation. You're not really able to like see things clearly. You're kind of really far from the truth of the situation. Some of you might have also been dealing with a Leo, but there is some major transformation going on here. Some of you might also be dealing with a Scorpio. There's like 4 major arcana so far, but I feel like there's an end of a cycle here, maybe with the full moon. Something kind of came to a close, or you started feeling like you were like seeking the truth, but like you kind of just feel like you're not gonna get it, and you're gonna have to like put this like search to an end, like with, I don't know, I feel like there's definitely like an ending and also like a big transformation like going on inside of you. So let's see, there's a lot of like internal, like the Hermit isn't here, but you guys I feel like are in your Hermit mode of like really trying to put things together. The 5 of Cups is reversed here, so I feel like you guys are trying to let go of this like grief and this like pain that you had in the past. I really do feel like you're trying to be hopeful and you're trying to be positive, but you're just not like quite there with the sun reversed. So let's see. 5 of Pentacles reversed, 2 5s reversed so far. Eight of Cups. So some of you really are trying to make like a getaway from this situation. I feel like you're kind of putting your hands up and you're like done with trying to figure something out. I feel like you're kind of leaving behind this like mess behind you because you feel like it's been too painful in the past, and you really are trying to, I think, move towards this star. But in order to do that, you have to kind of, some of you really might be dealing with a fire sign, I don't know, an Aries or Leo, but you really have to put behind these things in your life from the past that you just can't seem to move forward with. So I do feel like there is like a big thing of like moving forward and abandoning. The Lovers just wanted to come out, but I do feel like you're going to get some communication, or you're gonna communicate to somebody like where you're at, what you're feeling. There also might be some travel here with the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands. I feel like you guys, there is movement. You are moving to something else. The Fool is here. Yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of like wanting to like start fresh, start a new adventure. This is also the Aries card, but you want kind of like a new beginning. That's really the feeling I'm getting from this whole reading, is you're ready for a new beginning. I don't know if it's with someone or without someone, but let's see. Magician is reversed. I feel like you felt very powerless. Four of Cups is here. I feel like someone's like manipulated you and lied to you with the Sun reversed, the Magician reversed, and the Four of Cups, and I feel like you guys are deciding to not buy into it anymore. You're kind of refusing to take their BS. Like, it's just kind of like this manipulative behavior. You're just kind of like over it, I feel like. And I feel like some of you actually might have felt like the Fool in the past. Like, you felt like you were just eating it all up and you just feel really foolish, and I feel like you're kind of tired of being this person that sits and like feels like sad and like powerless in a situation. And I feel like you're really trying to put an end to this with this Death card. So let's see. There's a lot of like movement going on, and you guys like really, yeah, I feel like this Justice, like you feel like to set karma right, you might not even be conscious of it, but like on a subconscious level, in order for karma to like justify itself, you guys have to leave somebody, because that's what your soul is like kind of being called to do, to make this whole situation karmic. I wouldn't be surprised if the World card was my next card, like the cycle is complete. But let's see. Seven of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like this, like there was a lot of like shady behavior in the past, but you guys are sort of like over it or trying to get over it. Five of Cups again. Yeah, there was just like a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of regret and anxiety, but this is all in the past. Like, I feel like you guys are tired of that same, yeah, you're putting an end to it. Wow. Yeah, this is, I really see you guys traveling and taking on an adventure with this Page of Wands. You're really in this place where you want to be free, you want to enjoy yourself. Knight of Wands is reversed. You might be leaving behind a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, but there's definitely like an end to this period, like with the Ten of Swords. See advice for Virgos. Ace of Swords reversed. Three of Swords. I feel like you guys are wow. Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like there's changes happening. The Three of Swords is here and the Ace of Swords reversed. So the truth was withheld from you, I feel like, and hold on. I feel like you guys want to kind of like end something and you want to get this wheel turning, but you don't, in order to, if there's not truth here, then someone's like heart's gonna get broken. But I feel like this has already happened, so I feel like because someone wasn't truthful, you got really hurt, but I feel like you already are like, you already don't care. Like, you're kind of already like ready to move on, is the feeling I'm getting. So I'm gonna do one more card, see what this is about. Wow, or like 10 more cards. I think you guys want to invest like in something else at this point. That's the feeling I'm getting. So it's kind of a weird reading, Virgos, but thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next month. Bye.